Well, great morning, everyone. This morning, I wanted to ask, does Ivanka have a hidden story when it comes to Epstein dealings, etc.? I pulled a card from the the Tarot Noir, and what I got was naked alibi. So what do you think? Ooh, 14, naked alibi. Gee, does she have a hidden story when it comes to Epstein and her oh-so-close daddy? So let's see. I've shuffled the cards and let's see what we have. The first thing out, this is what's underneath of it all, driving it. So it's something being held on to. Okay? The reading's about something being held on to. The energy is, oh God, guess what? The pedophilia drama, I could say. Something very dark. The energy coming into it is very dark. It's about the hidden message, a concrete message. The challenge is a feeling of loss. Potential outcome is ongoing nightmares. Okay. And the outside influence was, guess what? Oh, is this a surprise or manipulation? That's disgusting. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So I'm going to give these one more shuffle. And what is being held? What is it that she's holding close? About the control. About the control. What else is it? Control and being offered what? Something concrete going forward, an open way forward. Control. Okay? All about money, all about concrete stuff. This was not based on the emotional things. It's not an action. It's all about control and money, etc. So what we have, the energy coming into it is, guess what? The dark play, this anti-Christian thing, and the struggle, a struggle that's there with that. Struggling about the control and looking deeper, feeling of probably at that time alone, struggling with the fact of what was taking place, okay, in this dark world. When it comes to what's going on now, the concrete message, strength, strengthening, this concrete message, strength. When it comes to what is being birthed, her abundance, okay, strengthening her abundance. The challenge is facing emotional loss, okay, doesn't like the harvest, what's come out of it, the concrete things that have come out of it is an emotional loss. Okay, and pain. Okay, mental pain. Potential outcome is recurring nightmares. Mental conflict, trying to block it. Okay, trying to block this past. And a new action, okay? So she's always doing some kind of a new action to try to block the past. In fact, she's running from it. when it comes to the outside influence, which was manipulation, didn't like what was coming, okay? Did not like what was coming, what was being offered. And it was, of course, an abuse of power. Control. A control. Now, I think with some of this feeling with that, some sort of manipulation, perhaps some sort of drugs involved, alcohol, something else looked like it was being offered up in this manipulation and controlling her mentally. Okay, something was being offered up, some sort of drug as well was being offered up to manipulate and control her. So I don't know what kind of drugs they were using, but it looked like there was an outside influence of a manipulation with being offered some sort of a drug to control her mentally. Oh, that's just giving me the creeps, okay? Because we have manipulation, what's being offered up. Maybe I didn't want to take it, but that was to control, to bring this control, mental control. So the four corners, what's being held to, the nightmares, a new action of money, okay? Money. So the foundation is this new path, money, feeling alone, looking deeper, her abundance, the challenges, the pain, mental pain, and outcome, new actions. It was about control, struggling to strengthen, not liking the harvest and trying to block it all. What's being held to is the dark drama, this evil dark drama with a message, concrete message of emotional loss and ongoing nightmares. Okay. So if we look at the center, it's about trying to strengthen with a message, concrete message of abundance. So she's trying to buoy herself up with positive messages, but she's struggling with the harvest, how she's got her money, what's going on, okay? The emotional, feeling alone and feeling loss, emotional loss. And the strength is the dark deeds, okay? And the pain, mental pain of it. So the struggle is about trying to control and strengthen herself, feeling alone when it comes to that dark drama, the devil, okay? Holding on with a struggle, with the things being birthed, the things that came, and the new path. It was all about a monetary path, etc., and a message, struggling to contain the message. When it comes to the abundance, the harvest, the seeds that were planted, and then she's trying to block it, strongly trying to block it, feeling loss again, mental loss, emotional loss, and ongoing nightmares that she's continuing to struggle with, and this message about actions, new actions. So it's very dark reading, okay? Now, you could see sometimes it looks like in the pictures that she has learned to use sexuality to get what she wanted from her father. And this was not photos of a doting daughter. These were very sexualized images that you see with her and him. So let's go ahead and go forward and look at the clarification, see what it's going to tell us. But this has been a really, really dark naked alibi. Yeah, but you know, what said it all was when they asked point blank, what do you have in common with your daughter? And I was going to say sex. Oh my God. So let's see, the center of it all is the past. The past, being a young child. Emotionally, what's being offered as a young child. Oh, this is so creepy. Offered these gifts, offered these, yeah. And we have the stability, the things at home. Now this is the White House, but also this could be their home life, you know, and it's the actions in the home life, okay? The party going on when it comes to the pedophilia. Oh my God. And what was being worked on, okay? Consciously, it was being worked on, offering up to these young girls at their home, okay? So there's the burden there of what was being offered. And it was by the wealthy, okay? The wealthy, the burden of the wealthy that were working on this, what was being offered up and overturned, okay? Seeing from a different viewpoint, sacrificing these young girls for their lust. The hangman also talks about sacrifice that takes place. So, you know, the burden when it comes to this for justice, when it comes to them standing up and taking action as an adult, and this agreement, there was an agreement when it comes to sacrificing these children, okay, for their own pleasure. Sick people. Outside, what we had here, this was the choices in life being made. The choices and the results in judgment, life choices. Could also be errant judgment, and what was being built, constructed, concretely constructed when it came to their power, okay? When it come to power. A judgment for the long-term life and what they constructed as leadership, they're the ones that implemented this. So what we have outside influence, there is evidence. There's evidence about their control, the manipulation, the control, what's being juggled. There is some new action when it comes to what is being blocked. And the overarching thing is the emotional loss. Oh my God. So does Ivanka have a story to tell? I would say yes. You can't make this up. There's evidence of the control, overarching control by the wealthy, juggling this new action that's being blocked. Now, I think that when her father goes, she may at that time go to counseling and write a tell-all book. Okay? Write a tell-all book about the abuse encountered growing up. The sexualization of her as a young child. Okay. Just sick. Just sick. And of course, his loving wife that he met through all of those things. Okay, she turns a blind eye. She doesn't care. I don't care. Yeah, I wanted to know if Ivanka will do a tell-all book eventually. Yeah, the truth. Okay, the one that fights, the divine feminine, the truth. There will be a message, an action that takes place about what the control, about the control. Okay, the naked alibi. Now she's trying to put up the alibis and the drama. Okay, overarching thing. And it's interesting, we have the emotions, number 14. A little coincidental there. Like Trump said, he would draw the age bar at 12. As long as they're a teenager, fair game. Okay? Oh, my Lord. On that note, I'm just, it's sick, sick, sick. You can't make this up. You saw the cards. Very clear what they were saying. No, you can't misinterpret what that was coming out. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.